Good morning. It is Monday, October 10th. There is a beautiful shot of Lion's Head. Those leaves are optimal out there. Maddie and I were out at the farmer's market yesterday doing a little bit of leaf peeping and checking things out. Also, today is Columbus Day. So happy Columbus Day. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Don't forget it. We'll ask Maddie a little bit later if she knows which three ships were part of that brigade that went through. Famous birthdays today. David Lee Roth turns 68 years old. Mario Lopez is 49 years old. And Jody Lynn O'Keefe is 44 years old. Some important things that happened on this date. Back in history, in 1845, the U.S. Naval Academy was established in Annapolis, Maryland. Started with 50 students to start off that academy. Then in 1967, the Outer Space Treaty was enforced. Now, the basis of this was to create a field of international space law by declaring outer space and all celestial bodies were common heritage by all mankind and not to be claimed by any one nation. Important things there. If you were just wondering about that treaty, now you know. It was a beautiful weekend yesterday, but we are going to take it over to Maddie to see what's going on in our local weather coming up now and in the next 5 days. Maddie?
Thanks so much, Kevin, and what a great history lesson you have given us first thing this morning. That weather forecast for today is expected to be beautiful. Slight chance of precipitation, 37 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 60, like I said, 15% chance of moisture, mostly sunny skies, a few afternoon clouds rolling in, southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. So now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that sunshine out first thing this morning and then that cloud coverage rolling in, and that's when we're going to see that increased chance of precipitation happen. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver definitely warmer than up here in the high country. 75, beautiful sunshine in Denver, 60 degrees in Vail, 64 degrees in Avon, and then 67 degrees in Eagle. A little bit of cloud coverage lingering above Eagle County right now. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 34 degrees is our overnight low, mostly clear skies. That sun setting just a little bit earlier, 6:38 p.m. is when it's going to go down. Winds are going to shift directions. They're going to come out of the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour overnight tonight. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting to see those temperatures start to drop down into the low 60s, and that's going to continue. So 61 degrees, mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Continuing throughout the remainder of the week, we will see those temperatures hit a high of 64 on Friday. So a little high-pressure system sitting above us right now, bringing us that beautiful sunshine. Those overnight lows dropping down, though, low enough to make it freezing. So if you haven't done any of your yard work yet to make sure that your pipes don't burst, now is the time to do so. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, they're located right across from the Solaris ice skating rink, and they've got beautiful jewelry and fossils and minerals. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road. next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're in the market for a new bike, well, Sun and Ski Sports is the place to come because they have so many of them. And I'm here with bike expert Alex, who's going to walk us through some of the great deals and some of the great wheels that you guys have.
Absolutely.
You like that pun?
Good one.
Thanks.
That was a good one.
Dad jokes all around.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, talking about bikes, I mean, this is the first time I've seen this side of the store full in 3 years, I want to say. It's incredible to actually see that we actually have bikes for once. That's just new to me at this point.
I mean, they've been selling like crazy because everyone wants to get their hand on a bike and everyone wants to get out there, soak up that sunshine and feel that wind in their hair. And there's no better way to do it than the pedal power that you can bring with some of the great brands that you guys have here. So let's talk about these great brands.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only talking about, you know, wind through your hair, at this point, it's also going to save you a whole bunch of money on gas.
A double whammy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll take all the positive benefits you can get out of it on top of just having plain fun. It's a great way to commute around. And we got plenty of options for you. So we have a lot of different brands now and plenty of different styles to get you guys whatever you would need. And of course, the big one we've always had is Cannondale being our big brand. We carried a huge selection of them. But now we have brands like Marin or these blue guys right above us. They're colorful, they're vibrant, they're great deals. And then we have, of course, mountain bikes, the things everybody's been asking about for years and years and years, and everybody has struggled to get a hand on one. Now they're available. Now we start to get a couple, and they're here for us.
Which is really fun because it takes that uphill power and lightens it a little bit, especially now that we've been seeing those warmer temperatures, and getting out there and riding uphill when it's hot outside can be definitely a struggle. So this is going to take that away, but then these bikes will act as such a good in-town cruiser too with some nice suspension added on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not a fan of climbing, so these are definitely my style of bike. Take all the hard work and get you a chance to have all that fun and really give you a chance to go out and explore places you've never thought about before, because you can go just so much further, places that I would never have thought about going because I know I would die halfway out there and not have a chance to come back. But now there's almost no energy needed to get really out there, again, depending on how you use these electric bikes. Or, again, as you said, you could just cruise around town on them and really just have a great time and just hang out and even go from here to Vail and really, again, not have to expend a whole bunch of energy and just cruise around.
And biking is something that since kind of the midst of the quarantine, we've seen explode at a rate that it has been hard for the bike manufacturers and then companies like you guys to carry those bikes and keep them in stock because they've just been going so quickly. And with all of the different options, can you explain some of the different amenities in some of the bikes?
Yeah, so of course you got the standard mountain bikes, and those kind of fall into two main categories. You have the hardtails, which is what's behind us. These are ones that are going to have suspension on the front and then a full rigid full rigid frame in the rear. That's your classic style. A great one for getting into the mountain bike world or just cruising around town. A very efficient pedaling platform, really great to get started. And then you've got the cool full suspension ones where you have suspension in the front and the rear. That's for when you really get into it and you start going downhill on either crazy steep trails, or if you go into the mountains that have lift access. That's one of my favorite things to do. Getting a chance to really bomb down these hills, having a full suspension can really bring you to that next level. And then we have that third category we talked about that's becoming a really popular category, is the e-mountain bikes that kind of bridge the world of all of those. You know, it can be a great little commuter around town, or you can go out in the middle of nowhere and really bomb down some mountains. It gives you that full package.
Which makes it a ton of fun to get out there, and especially when maybe it is something that you're just getting into, getting that hardtail bike is a great way to really start your mountain bike career off. But then as you want to progress more with it, you can get into that full suspension bike, which these are really cool because there's so much technology that goes into them, and this is something that I just started recently learning about because I didn't know that you counteract your weight with the suspension in the back so that you actually change it based on how much you weigh right then, and that way the bike interacts with your body personally like a full, just like one system kind of operation.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether it's your bike and you get it set up when you buy it, or when we do rentals, for example, here, when you have those full suspension rentals, we're going to set it up for your weight because it makes a massive difference on how the suspension works. Of course, me and you riding the same bike, totally different experiences if it doesn't get changed for who we are. So it really does become important knowing some of that, and that's what all the techs here are here for, to get you into the world you need to be in, get you, familiar with the technology, what you need to know when you get started, and also explain some of the difference between the brands. Again, we talked about Cannondale being our big one, but we have Rocky Mountain as a big name that's become huge. Everybody knows them these days as one of the big, real mountain biking brands. You'll see them all over the place. And whether it's the hardtails they bring or the full suspensions they bring, or even these awesome electric bikes we have behind us, those are from those guys. And then you have, Marin, as we talked about, with these cool radical colors. They also have some really great entry price leveled full suspension bikes. So again, if you're talking about trying to get into the world, there really are a couple different categories, different styles, different even variations of what these bikes can do for you.
Which is really fun. And then just looking around where we're standing right now, obviously we've got a plethora of bikes behind us, a world of options for you to come and shop, but you also have some really good accessories, and you guys can help with bike maintenance. So if someone comes in, they buy a bike, they just go out, have the greatest time ever, but maybe they get some mud in their chain and they can't get it out. You guys can help with all of that.
Yeah, so of course when you buy a bike, typically the first thing that's forgotten is a helmet. I mean, talking about whether it's skiing, whether it's mountain biking, anything that's got these high energy sports, absolutely the helmet should be on your list with whatever you're buying. And then you can have, pedals, we can do bottle cages, bottles, all these different accessories you don't really think about. That's what the techs are here for. They're here to get you familiar with your equipment and actually ask you, what are you going to use? What do you need it for? What do you want on the bike? So that when you leave here, you've had a good experience, you know what you're getting yourself into. And then of course service, that's something too. If you're just getting into the bike world, can be very scary because you have no idea what's going on. These guys are great, they're here all the time. We have a pretty good turnaround time, typically 24 to 48 hours, depending on what needs to be done. And these guys will get you all familiar with it, walk you through what's going on, what needs to be done, what could be done in the future. So again, you feel comfortable with that experience because it can be daunting.
Which is really important, and especially as those people are just starting to get into something like mountain biking, there's a lot of little things that go into it. We tune our skis all winter long. You need to tune your mountain bikes as well, just because you want them to stay in good shape. And there are some brands that, I know my dad has a Cannondale bike that he has literally had since before I was born, but he treats it like a baby. And so it's going to last forever, but you have to do the same thing with bikes like you do with your skis.
Absolutely. Maintenance is one of the biggest things when it comes to longevity. If you don't take care of the bike, it will not last long. You take care of it, as you said, it could last you a long time. And even simple things like I've forgotten, like oiling a bike chain, which is such a small thing but gets missed all the time, can have a massive difference on durability. So it really can affect you. And again, that's what we're here for. We'll get you situated with the bike and anything that you need to know in that sort of respect.
Alex, if people are interested in coming and maybe talking to you experts about some new bikes, or maybe they need their bike service, how can they do so? Where can they find you, and when can they come in and get all of this knowledge from you guys?
Yeah, so we're here open every day. We're 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, and then 9 to 6 on Sundays. The bike shop is to your right as soon as you walk in here in Avon, right across from City Market. You walk in that door, you're going to be greeted by the bike guys, and you walk over, you're going to see it now. It's clearly visible. We've got bikes. You'll know where the bike department is. So come over here. There's always somebody here to talk to you. And again, don't feel afraid to talk about anything you don't know. We know it's a little daunting to get into it, but once you're in, it's such a fun world to be part of.
Alex, thank you so much for all of this great bike information. I just learned so much. I didn't know that there was such thing as electric mountain bikes, because that has not been something in my wheelhouse.
And just something not been available for really long. So now that it's available, come in. I mean, if you're just curious about it and wanted to take a test ride, we can get you out and just get a chance to feel what these things are. They're incredibly fun. And if you don't get a chance to try them, you're never going to know.
You're never going to know. You heard it here. Make sure that you make your way into Sun and Ski Sports. That way you can enjoy all of the great things that they have to offer, and especially these electric mountain bikes. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
It's always entertaining when Kevin and I get to join each other on the couch again, because it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, for sure.
There's been a lot of time passed between me and you sitting here together.
I know. Let's back up a minute, though. What we were talking about Columbus Day. Happy Columbus Day. Do you know the three ships?
You asked me this exactly a year ago today.
A year ago today. Seems like just a year ago today.
It's the Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the Nina.
You got it. See? Little history lesson.
He gave me the answers before we went live.
Little history lesson. And another good history lesson, especially for this area, is all about Camp Hale.
Yes. Yes, and there's something really exciting happening as President Biden is expected to designate it as a national monument.
Yeah, it's a national historic site right now. And there's a lot of history. You and I went over to the Colorado Snow Sports Museum and Hall of Fame, and we learned a lot about the 10th Mountain Division and exactly what they do. And Camp Hale was such a main point of that because that was the training ground that they had for 14,000 troops before World War II.
Which is so crazy to think about, that history helped create the environment, the community, and the really like everything we enjoy here right now.
Yep. So General Irving Hale is who that is named after, and he was a brigadier general, moved to Colorado in 1865 with his family. He was like 5 years old. He was part of the first class of Denver East High School.
Which is incredible and just such a piece of our rich history.
It is. Born in 1861 in Broomfield, New York, and then died here in Colorado, locally, 1930.
And now it's going to become a national monument, which just means that the rights to it are going to be more reserved.
Correct.
And then there's going to be more restrictions on what you can do on that land.
Right. And not so much as it takes away from the ability to use that as an outdoor recreation, but it's going to pay homage to those 10th Mountain U.S. Army forces that were there training for World War II. I mean, we learned a lot about Riva Ridge, Mount Belvedere, all of those key areas in World War II, which really kind of turned everything around for the U.S. and our allies.
100%. And if you are looking to expand your horizons on the 10th Mountain Division, their troops, and the history that lies here in Vail and up at Camp Hale, well, then you can always go check out the Colorado Snow Sports Museum because they have the best, not only like pieces of history with the suits and the weapons and the skis that they had, but also there are so many reenactments throughout the winter time of the 10th Mountain kind of division. There's a parade, there's a ski down, there's a whole thing.
It's like every other Friday. You could get out and actually march with some people that were one of the troops that were there. We got to interview of some very interesting gentlemen that, you know, again, the honor that is bestowed upon them and what they did was amazing. But being able to sit and talk to them about their experience was just priceless.
Totally priceless. And so this is something that's taking place this week. You can go to the website, which we just had up on the screen, for more information on exactly what's happening and then kind of those restrictions that are going to switch on over there as it becomes a national monument.
Yep. Excited to see that happen.
Excited to see that happen. Now, can I tell you something else we're really excited for?
Please do.
Guess how many days until Vail Mountain opens?
I don't know. I was going to look at that today and I did not. How many days?
30 2 days until Vail Mountain opens, which means although we are slowly winding down with activities to get out there and do for the next couple of weeks, there's still some that you can mark your calendars with, but it means that you need to get your ski pass right now while they're now going to be at the lowest price before ski season starts. And then, of course, you need to get ready. You need to get geared up.
Get the bin of your winter equipment out, go through it, make sure your goggles are in prime shape, get your skis waxed up, make sure your boots are ready to go, all the cool things, get you amped up.
Right. So we just let go of a lot of our favorite things here in the community for the summer season. Yesterday was the last farmers market for Vail for the summer and fall season. But now as we slowly transition into fall and then, of course, winter as it's right around the corner, something you can do this weekend is Man of the Cliff.
Tell me a little bit more about that. That's a fun competition.
It's a fun competition. If you like watching people throw sharp objects at other things, well, then Man of the Cliff is for you.
Or kegs.
Or kegs. Heavy things, sharp things, you name it. Do you like flannels and beards? Well, then this is the festival for you.
It is. What days is that?
It is the 15th and 16th, which is this weekend. And a lot of the proceeds that are raised are going to such an incredible cause here. Can Do MS. So it helps people with multiple sclerosis.
Oh, what a great cause.
Yes. And so you can go online to their website. You can sign up for any of the very fun events, whether you want to huck some sharp objects or you want to throw some kegs or you want to do a Stein hoisting competition. They've got it all.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we should go.
They keep adding things on to that. I think we should too.
I think we should go.
I know Kaylee had so much fun with us this weekend when we had the last farmers market in Vail.
Yes.
But we'll have to take her Man of the Cliff now.
Man of the Cliff. It's a ton of fun, so mark your calendars for that. Now, something else that you want to mark your calendars for is the Vail Comedy Festival is coming back. And there are some good comedians on this year's lineup. So if you did not go last year, well, then you should go this year. You do have to be 21 and up to get into most of the events, if not all of the events.
Right. Now, we love a good belly laugh.
We love a good belly laugh.
There's no better place to go than this comedy series.
Exactly. And so you can go online, you can go to discovervail.com, you can hit learn more, and then you can buy your tickets. Now this is October 20th at 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and you can see the lineup of guests that are coming. There are some just really funny people that have been on Conan and HBO and Comedy Central and NBC and just so much more, so you have to check it out.
Yep. Good times. Oh, Mark Masters, he was at the Villar Center, actually opened for Gaffigan when he was up there.
Was he funny?
Hilarious. He used to be a veterinarian.
Actually, we were there.
We were there. Remember that?
I was there with you.
I
totally remember that. He was very funny. And I mean, an old school veterinarian coming from Denver up here to the mountains, and just the jokes about dogs and cats and hedgehogs and all of it was hilarious.
Yeah. Good guy. Can't wait to see him.
Yeah, so make sure you go online, you buy your tickets for that right now. Something else we want to quickly mention is Vail Symposium still has a couple of their great programs left in their season, so you can go to vailsymposium.org for more information on that, and then that way you can participate in a lot of these are really good learning resources.
So inspirational, so educational, so insightful. I mean, something for everybody. Go through that list and find out everything they've got, because they talk geopolitical, they talk environmental, they talk natural resources, which is one they just had on, or coming up actually with the river.
Right, and they actually, that one has not gone past yet, but they have one about the State of the Union for what's happening right now and in Ukraine, and then of course they have one for the river, and then they have a State of the Valley, which these ones are really interesting only because if you're worried about the housing issues or if you're worried about the employment issues, this is a great way to kind of dive into that.
Yeah, absolutely. So go on, some of the events are free, some are nominal fee. So just go on the website, check out and see what you want. And there's also an opportunity many times to sit and ask the panel questions afterwards,
which is a great way to just kind of expand your horizons and expand your knowledge. We're going to take a short break from Good Morning Vail. When we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, and then we're going to introduce you to one of my favorite humans here in our community, Chris Romer, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman, featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode, we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to the neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up. 37 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 60. Slight chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, a few afternoon clouds. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. So if you are getting out there, that breeze is going to make it feel a little bit chillier. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that beautiful sunshine out first thing this morning, and then that cloud coverage rolling in. Now, when we see that cloud coverage rolling in, that's when we could see that slight chance of precipitation. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm, 75 degrees, beautiful sunshine in Denver, 60 in Vail, 64 in Avon, 67 in Eagle. A little bit of cloud coverage sitting here above Eagle County, but a mostly high pressure system sitting above the state of Colorado right now. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down, 34 degrees is our overnight low, mostly clear skies, that sun setting at 6:38. Now, winds shifting directions coming out of the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, 61 degrees, mostly sunny, a little bit of cloud coverage, but a beautiful high-pressure system making its way in for the next few days. Those temperatures sitting in the low 60s, but those evening lows dropping down quite a bit. So just be prepared for those overnight lows to become freezing. Now, we're going to take you shopping at the outlets at Silverthorne with the TV8 Visitors Bureau. If you're making your way over to the outlets at Silverthorne, well then this is your TV8 Visitors Bureau to get you in the know as you're making your way over here to enjoy all of the fabulous villages. From red to blue to green, there's somewhere for everyone to shop and enjoy. Whether you're looking to update your wardrobe or maybe you want some Bath and Body Works, you want some things for your home, they've got Williams, Sonoma. There are so many great options here at the outlets at Silverthorne. Now, if you're looking to be a little bit more sports-oriented instead of a little more clothing-oriented, which is what I like to come over here and shop for, well, our sports director, Blake O'Rulian, has some great information for coming over here for all of your sports needs. Let's take it over to Blake.
Hey Maddie, thank you so much. Yeah, we're actually here at the outlets of Silverthorne, where there's actually 3 distinct villages that are color-coded. So the first one that we're going to talk about is right behind me, the red village, which is Lou Outdoors. And Lou Outdoors has all of your skateboarding needs, your outdoor needs. They have everything that you really need. It's a family-owned business, and it's a great shop to shop at. Another one that we're going to move over to now is the Green Village, which has Blue Valley ski and board rentals for all of your snow sports. So in the colder cooler months that are coming just around the corner. You can actually go there, you can rent things, you can buy things, but it all gets you ready for your skiing and snowboarding seasons. And then lastly, we've got the Blue Village, which has Pearl Azumi, which has all of your cycling gear. So in a couple of months, when you actually have a little bit warmer weather, you can go out for that cycling time. And they've got great discounts, 10% off for students, teachers, first responders, as well as a whole lot more. There's a ton of things here at the Villages, at the outlets of Silverthorne. Make sure to come check it out.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. As promised, I am sitting here on the couch. Yes, with the legend, Mr. Chris Romer. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm doing great, thanks. Any introduction like that makes a great Monday morning. I'm looking around for who you might be talking about.
I have to say that. You've done so much, you and the partnership, for the entire community. And you never take a break. You're always looking at the next best thing to enhance the community that we live in, whether it's a partnership, a relationship, or whether it's something like Yes for Transit.
Yeah, Yes for Eagle Valley Transit. Well, and thank you for the kind words. We have a great team, we have a great board, great staff, and great direction to help address some of the challenges of living and working and growing a business and a family here in the Eagle River Valley. So Yes for Eagle Valley Transit is our latest initiative. This was a private sector initiative started by the Vail Economic Advisory Council, Beaver Creek Economic Advisory Council, Vail Valley Partnership, and others, working with our local government entities to bring an improved and enhanced transit system to move our visitors and, more importantly, our local community throughout the valley. There's so many upside benefits to this, and we're really excited to be leading the charge with quite a few different community groups and endorsements and folks rallying around this case.
Yeah, we can sit here and talk about housing till we're blue in the face. It's steadily improving, but not to the pace that we need to see. So from a workforce standpoint, this will dramatically assist in getting more workers to the valley because they'll be able to get back and forth.
Yeah, it will greatly improve the transit and the connectivity of our different communities, from Gypsum to Vail, from Redcliffe to Edwards, all points in between. The RTA will be on your ballot in November. Ballots will be mailed next Monday, the 17th.
Okay.
And we'll have the opportunity to vote yes for Eagle Valley Transit. That will then develop free fare routes between Edwards and Vail. It will develop free fare routes between Eagle and Gypsum to improve that connectivity. It will have first and last mile solutions, and in layman's terms, that means van pools and microtransit into neighborhoods to pull people to the bus stops, to make it easier to access transit because it will go into Wildridge, it will go into Homestead or Eaglevale or Sky Legend and Gypsum, and we'll have increased frequency and routes and express routes. It will just really ramp up and make us really competitive with some of our regional neighbors like Gunnison and the Roaring Fork Valley.
Yeah, and so there's so many different areas. I noticed when they had the website up, it said workforce, economic, and environmental.
Yeah.
And that just sums it up right there.
It really does. The three benefits of the program before you get into those micro details, and that's all available on the website, Kevin, at yesfortransit.org, yesfortransit.org. But that aspect of moving people around and that aspect of helping our workforce, which you talked about with the connectivity of the housing, helping get people to and from work with more routes and better service and more frequency, helping our economy by helping bring low-cost flights into the Eagle County Regional Airport, by providing a better guest experience and allow our guests to move between our different communities at no cost. And our environment, of course, because the RTA includes electrification of the fleet to move our fleet from gas and diesel vehicles to an electric fleet, and to pull riders, single car use off the roads, and reduce traffic and parking impacts in Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon. Those are the three big benefits: workforce, economy, and environment. And the reaction so far has been very, very enthusiastic.
You mentioned something that's very curious to me. I remember when everyone was trying to get off of the gas-powered buses, and then it went to propane. And now everything is transitioning into those electric vehicles, which is so much cleaner than anything. And it's exciting to see fleets like this take that leap. Just for the environmental standpoint, it speaks volumes to how dedicated we are to our environment.
Yeah, a community like Eagle County really should be a leader. It helps us accomplish our climate action goals and the climate action goals that each of our towns have adopted, on top of just being really the right thing to do and better for the environment. Also, again, positions Eagle County as a leader, which we really should be.
Right.
It's somewhat embarrassing to me that we're looking to the Roaring Fork Valley or Gunnison or San Miguel County and saying, gosh, look at what those have that we don't.
Yeah.
Look how they take care of their people in ways that we don't. Look how they take care of their visitors in ways that we don't. So now we have the opportunity to do that and really put our stake in the ground and help our people and our economy and our environment.
Yep, perfect. I love the way we put Eagle County first and all the people that live here. They're such an important part of whether you're out doing a big event. They're the volunteers, they're the supporters, they're the workers here in the community. Get them back and forth. Do initiatives that are going to improve the quality of life. We all live here for a reason. And if we continue to improve that quality of life, it's just going to continue to flourish.
Yeah, yes for Eagle Valley Transit, I think really does help future-proof Eagle County and does increase and improve the livability here.
Right. And like you said, we will be that standard that others try to obtain.
Yeah, we always want to be. We always strive to be that entrepreneurial, innovative community. And again, this is a private sector-led effort. I think that's really important to note.
Yep.
Because it wasn't something our government said we should do. It's something our business community said it's something we need to do.
Right.
And there's a difference between wants and needs and private sector and public sector. And the public sector has been a great partner in this. But this is a private sector initiative, and we're really excited about what it's going to bring to Eagle County.
I love it. Well, don't forget, that ballot is coming out. Yesfortransit.org is the website to go to, learn more about what's going on, and when that comes up on the ballot, check Yes for Transit. Christopher, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Street Magic.
I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
If you want a great place to relax and kind of find your inner zen, well, Anahata here in Minturn is a perfect place to do so. And I'm standing with the owner, Chelsea. Thank you so much for meeting me this morning, Chelsea.
Thanks for being here.
Your space is beautiful. It smells good, it's relaxing, and it gives you kind of that cabin-y feel when you come in that just makes you want to sit down and like find your zen.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? That's the goal. You know, it's with nice wood floors and the fireplace and all the earthly tones. It's just really grounding, and that's our goal. When you walk in, we want you to kind of leave everything else behind and have all of that sensory experience where you feel like you're walking into somewhere else and just can really relax.
And so how long have you guys been here in Minturn?
So we've been here for about 3.5 years.
And what inspired you to open Anahata?
I've been teaching in the Valley for about 10 years, a little over 10, and I've been practicing for well over 20, and I've managed different studios, and I felt like I was teaching a little bit but not quite enough. And then I live here in Minturn, and the space became available, and someone actually said to me, I saw your yoga studio down the street. I was like, what? Oh, wow. That, planting the seed. And I went and I looked. I was like, wow, I think this could work. And at that point, I just kind of took a leap of faith and realized that if I didn't, I would regret it. And 3.5 years later, here we are, and it's been a journey, and it's been really fun.
I mean, I can only imagine that this is such a cool space, and Minturn is such a cool, quaint place to just come, spend your time, soak up the sun as you run around a little bit, but then come in and just relax and let all those worries drift away, which I think right now, after everything we've had going on in the world, it's really important that people give themselves that space and that time to do so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we really are trying to honor self-care. So Anahata, it's a Sanskrit word. It means the energy center of the heart. So we have multiple energy centers in the body, but really honoring that self-care, that heart space. I think a lot of people think self-care is this luxury, and I think right now we really need it. And even if you're not what we consider a yogi, I mean, we offer so many things here as far as like sound healing, meditation, breath work. We can do one-on-one sessions if you're like, I kind of want to try it, but I'm a little bit nervous. Or even if you're rehabbing an injury, I mean, we work with everyone. And for me, Anahata, it's that place of heart. So we want everyone to feel welcome, whether they're an experienced yogi or if it's their first time here.
Let's go back to this injury recovery, because I have a very bad shoulder, and I talk about it very frequently only because it is something that we all experience here. We're all kind of adrenaline junkies and athletes that are pushing our limits a little bit. And so I have a bad shoulder from a ski injury, and I've had a really hard time finding yoga that will work for me only because it puts so much strain on my bicep tendon, which is separating from my labral tendon.
Oh, no.
And so to have a place where you can come and you can kind of find that sports recovery makes it really important. And knowing that you could do it one-on-one where you can adjust the programming and adjust the flow to make sure that that person is not pushing that injury too hard gives people people even more of a safe place?
So that's something, we could work on that one-on-one, or we could do, 1 or 2 sessions one-on-one and then do the group classes and always offer modifications. So all of our classes are all levels. We offer what we call our solar flow, which would be our most advanced, most athletic class. But it's still, it's still all levels. And then we have a lunar flow, a flow to restore that's like a balance between the two, and then restorative is always really good. So in any of them, even if it's really athletic, we're tapping into the parasympathetic system. So just trying to slow down, relax a little, maybe get a massage from Carmen before or after, and just really tap into that.
And so what is this system that you talk about that maybe not all of us know?
So the parasympathetic system is part of our nervous system, and then we also have our sympathetic nervous system. Here in the mountains, we live in our sympathetic. So sympathetic is our fight or flight. We're adrenaline junkies, it's our like chasing away from the tiger, and like we're in that, it's that stress response. So when you come in here, no matter what we're doing, even if you're getting physical, we want to get into that parasympathetic system. So slowing down, releasing like all of that energy, coming into a state where you're supporting your immune system and you're just clearing your mind. So everything that we do is vinyasa based, even our restorative. So vinyasa means movement with breath. And even if we're just staying still, we're cueing the breath. So when you're cueing the breath, you're connecting with your mind and we're trying to clear it. So, that like rat race that's going on in your head all day long is that sympathetic state. We're just trying to get you slow down a little bit and just feel good.
Helps people live in the moment, which is something that we're all really struggling with social media, and then with all of the craziness in the world and everything that's kind of happening, especially here in our community. We have such a busy, ongoing everything. Every day there's something to do, there's somewhere to be, and so people do take that in and they do let that wreck their nervous system, and so having a place to just come and drain that and let it go and let it fade away has to be so nice. And it's something a lot of people are nervous to get into only because they're like, I've never done yoga before, or maybe I'm really stiff, or I've got a bad shoulder, or whatever it is that kind of deters people from coming.
Yeah. And I think I hear most often, I can't do yoga, I can't touch my toes. And that's like the best reason why you should, because whether you touch your toes or not, you're not a better yogi, but it's working on that flexibility. And even if, again, you're working with injuries, or I do classes for the Shaw Cancer Center, and some of them are undergoing chemo treatments, and we're not doing the physical practice, we're doing the mental practice. We're tapping into, again, that parasympathetic state, getting you out of the stress response, where you're breathing. We're doing guided meditation. People are like, well, I've never meditated. We'll guide you through it. We'll do singing bowls so that you just receive, and tapping into that where you just give yourself an opportunity for 1 hour to slow down. We also do yoga retreats, and that's a whole week. So if you have the ability to get away for a whole week, then we can really tap in really deep, and you come back from a vacation not needing another vacation, but just feeling really amazing.
Which is something that I think people always take away from vacation. I know when I go on vacation, I come from a family of 6 children. So when we go on vacation, it's like chaos. You're almost more stressed out than you would be if you were working. And so to have a vacation where you really just get to tap into yourself and spend that quality time with you makes it so much better.
Yeah, so you're tapping into slowing down, you're doing yoga, we're always somewhere on the beach. Next year we have space for Costa Rica, we're going to Baja, we're going to Tulum. All nourishing, 3 nourishing meals a day. So you don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, you just have to show up, participate, receive, relax, take a nap, journal, and connect with other people in a really mindful way.
And so if people are interested in participating in any of the great things that you offer here, whether it's the massage from Carmen or whether it's doing one of the classes and experiencing whatever it is, how can they do so?
So our website is anahatayogaco.com, or you could just call us. We use the MindBody app. So if you've used that, people use it all over the country. You can sign up for classes and workshops, or just text the studio and you'll reach me directly. So.
And how many classes are you guys offering weekly right now?
Right now we're offering about 11 classes weekly, but we offer many more. So like I said, we're doing the Shaw class. So that's on the schedule right now. We do a lot of workshops Friday night, Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons. So really probably about 15 per week, just depending on what we're offering.
Thank you so much for giving us all this information, taking the time to meet with us, Chelsea. What you do is incredible here in Minturn, and you have such a beautiful space to do so.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Make sure that you check out Anahata, and you find your inner zen, especially if maybe you've been stressed out with kind of the hustle and bustle that we have all summer long here in the Valley. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Enjoy the centrally located Juniper Landing Villa Retreat, just steps from Park City Resort with views of Canyons Golf Course. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. The open concept Great Room offers a bright and inviting living area around a rustic stone hearth with panoramic views of the 9th hole of the Canyons Golf Course. I'm here with Braun, the owner of Exclusive Luxury Transportation. Tell us a little bit about the services that you offer.
We are a premium car service company catering to our high-end luxury guests as well as corporate guests.
What sets you apart?
Our approach to hospitality and taking care of our guests.
For more information, go to opulentvacations.com. Juniper Landing's courtyard features a junior Olympic-sized outdoor pool, community fire pit, and a fitness center with a sauna and steam shower. There's nothing better after a beautiful day on the links than enjoying your own private hot tub. We'll see you next time on the Opulent Minute. Contact us today, opulentvacations.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see temperatures progressively warm up. 37 degrees outside right about now. A high of 60 degrees, 15% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny skies. A few afternoon clouds. Winds coming out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that sunshine out and then more cloud coverage rolling in, and that's when we're going to see that increased chance of precipitation take place. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm, 75 degrees, beautiful sunshine in Denver, so they're seeing more of this high pressure system. 60 degrees in Vail, 64 degrees in Avon, 67 degrees in Eagle. A little bit of cloud coverage here in Eagle County, but mostly a high pressure system sitting above that I-70 corridor right now. As we take a look at Vail overnight, temperatures are cooling down. 34 degrees is our overnight low. Mostly clear skies. Now, if you've not gotten out to look at the sun or the stars, I would highly recommend that, but also the sunsets that we've been having, you have to get out there and catch. They're going down a little bit earlier, so 6:38 p.m. is when we're going to see that sunset. Wind shifting directions coming out of the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour overnight tonight. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, we are expecting mostly sunny skies, a little bit of cloud coverage, high of 61. Temperatures slowly increasing throughout the rest of the week, and then they'll start to dip back down by Saturday. As we take a look at those overnight lows, you can see those temperatures getting below freezing, so you just need to be prepared for that. Whether you need to blow out your sprinklers or whether you need to empty your hoses, whatever it is, just get nice and prepared for those cooler temperatures. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you need any outdoor gear, they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right in the heart of Avon. Now, speaking of things that you might need, and especially that school has started, we're going to show you how you can help your kids transition from beginner books to those a little more advanced books with the Eagle Valley Library District right now.
Hi, I'm Carrie Thorne, and I'm one of the children's librarians at the Eagle Valley Library District. School is out for the summer, but it's still important to keep our children reading, and that means finding books at the right reading level. For many caregivers, finding books for an emerging reader who's making the leap from beginning reader to early chapter book is the hardest. For these readers, look for books with short chapters, engaging artwork, lively characters, lots of white space, and a large font. All are elements in helping newly independent readers gain confidence. Here on display are some of my favorite early chapter books, like these two new series about friendship, Cornbread and Poppy by Matthew Cordell, and Sydney and Taylor by Jacqueline Davies. So stop by one of your local public libraries this summer and we'll help you find the just right book at the just right reading level for your child.
Wow, it's been a busy show. Some great information from Chris Romer, though.
Great information. I always like having Chris in. He is the man in the community, and like I said, with his involvement with the Vail Valley Partnership and all the other initiatives that he takes on, he is a driver here in the community.
Which it's really cool because he represents the part of the community that maybe doesn't use their voice as often as they should. So the younger generation, like myself, he's a great advocate and he's always looking for that next solution to make it easier for people in that younger age range to live here.
Yeah, and those individuals speak volumes without even saying anything. And he is the one that takes it on himself and gets these other organizations involved to actually just make things happen.
Which is incredible. So make sure that you go yesfortransit.org, and then that way you can become an endorser of the campaign, because this is something that would really benefit the Valley.
Yep, Maddie and I just went on to do that, support the initiative itself, and make sure that we get this transportation thing solved. Again, it helps with the workforce, it helps economics, and it helps environment. So those three things to benefit Eagle County and the local community.
We love when all of those things are getting like the sole benefit from something like this, and especially just because we're so close to ski season that then talking about the environment and protect our winters and everything that goes into it, we just love to have some good snow years, and we're hoping that this is going to be a great snow year.
It's going to be a good one, I guarantee it.
32 days until Vail Mountain opens.
Get your skis ready, get your gear out, and get excited.
Yes. Did you get your pass already?
I have not. I need to do that today.
You might want to jump
Put that on my list.
that.
I got my skis waxed. Oh, the pass thing.
Yeah, you might want to do
kind of
that.
a key part. I want to skin up every single time I want to go skiing now.
Right. You do. No. That sounds exhausting. Make sure that you get out there. You have a great Monday, everyone. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. We've got another great show in store for you for the next few days of Good Morning Vail.
Thank you for sharing your morning with us.
Get out there and have a great Monday, everyone.